Hey guys, Prowl 1701 here, and today we're going to be reviewing episode 1, or should I say part 1, of Frontios. I believe I've said that right, Frontios. Fifth Doctor story. One of my subscribers, Robin, has sent me several things actually, but this is a DVD he sent to my P.O. box. And it's really nice actually. I've been getting a lot of First Doctor stuff lately, which I love because it's really given me a chance to expand my knowledge of the First Doctor, his era, and his companions. But it's kind of nice to get something different, a little change of pace, something else I've been wanting to see, as I've never seen Frontios before, season 21 story. And so it's kind of nice to shift gears and watch an 80s story I've never seen before. I actually have been looking forward to that. And I enjoyed part 1. I like seeing more of Turlough because I haven't seen a whole lot of Turlough's stuff. You know, I've seen the Mawdryn Undead trilogy, of course. And I've seen Resurrection. I've seen Caves. Well, he's not in Caves. I've seen Resurrection. I've seen Five Doctors. And a hodgepodge of other stuff in there. But it is nice to see more of him because I like Turlough. And there's even a couple moments in this episode where it reminds me that he's not human from Earth, because he is a little more intelligent than the average modern-day human. A couple of the things he says in the story, like the Doctor will say something that, of course, we would be sitting there going, huh? And he's like, oh, yeah, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, which, of course, Tegan doesn't know, but he knows. That kind of reminds me of that alien influence and that he is a little more intelligent than the average person. I like that. I really love that scene when the Fifth Doctor is talking with the Captain's son, the kind of arrogant, prickish Captain's son. And at one point, you can tell the Fifth Doctor is just kind of losing patience with him, and he goes, I think, and remember you did ask what I think that this colony is on the verge of extinction, or something to that effect. I can't remember the way he says it, but I love that part where he's like, I think, and you did ask what I think, or something like that. I think, and remember, you did want to know what I think. I love the way he delivers that line. I love it. I'm like, that's one of my favorite Peter Davison lines ever. Because he says it with this almost Hartnell, I don't have time for this stupid crapness to it. I like that. You can almost see the First Doctor in him that's like, I just don't have time for this stupid nonsense. Just listen to me and everything will be just fine, my dear boy. You can actually see that right there, and I love it. I really enjoyed Davidson in this one thus far. I like that. And what he is doing right there when he's talking to the Captain's son, because I like the Captain's son, as Jess was saying in one of her reaction videos, because I do like Jess's reactions, her Doctor Who reactions. She was talking about in one of her reactions not long ago how a lot of Doctor Who stories always seem to have that one guy that's just like, you know, that one person that's a bit of a prick and won't see reason no matter how much it's shoved in front of their face. That one person you're just like, that guy. This story has 2 of them thus far, and one of them is the Captain's son, and he very much strikes me as the spoiled brat who thinks he's entitled to everything, even though he's only there because he's the Captain's son and has no clue what he's doing, and has his own overbearing sense of importance. And I like how the Fifth Doctor, when he says that line about, you did ask what I think, yes, what he is doing there is what I like to call the thing every single Doctor except the current one does, and that's taking control of the situation. The Fifth Doctor, this whole episode, never feels out of control of the situation. He never feels like he's having to catch up, or that he's on the back foot. Even though he's outnumbered, outgunned, these people could do Lord knows what to him if they really put their mind to it. He's not backing down. He's there to help. He's trying to use reason. He still feels like he is maintaining control. And he certainly doesn't feel like he's on the back foot. Again, the Doctor being the Doctor. Yes, I do think the current era needs to watch what I've seen, at least of this story so far, and take notes. I really love one of the shots in the first meteor storm. When the first meteor storm is falling, I like anytime the meteors are falling and they're running around outside, how it has this kind of red tint to it. I like that little red tint to kind of show they're on a different planet. But there's this one shot when they're running around in the first medium storm where you see them running and you can see like the crashed ship in the background of it. That is a really well done effect, especially for Fifth Doctor era Doctor Who. When you see them running around and the ship's kind of in the background and it runs for several seconds. And I just remember thinking, I was watching it, that looks good. that looks really, really good. They put effort into that, and it shows. I am pleased. I like that. It's kind of weird that, you know, the daughter of the scientist guy is willing to take everybody in there with them right off. But then again, you know, they do need the supplies. I really like that outfit Tegan wears this season. That looks really good on her. I like the fact that the scientist guy trusts the doctor because the doctor is showing he's there to try to help. I think it's interesting that the interior door to the TARDIS isn't wanting to open. That's kind of interesting. I wonder what's causing that. That's kind of a mystery to me. And I'm surprised the doctor wasn't a little more concerned, but I guess because he had other stuff going on at the time. It's an interesting cliffhanger with the TARDIS just disappearing. And I kind of figured something like that was going to happen because they keep trying to get back to it and they kept getting delayed. And I'm like, man, by the time this is over, the TARDIS is going to be like buried underground or something, like it sank or something. It's not going to be there, and sure enough, it wasn't. That would have been a good cliffhanger, except for the fact the hat rack's there. That just made it silly. When they run over and the hat rack he was messing with is the only thing left, that seems like a parody. Too much like a caricature. It's a little too silly for me. It kind of took me out of the cliffhanger. If it hadn't been for that, I think it would have been a good cliffhanger. The TARDIS has been destroyed. I mean, we know it hasn't, but that's still a neat cliffhanger if it hadn't been for the hat rack, which just makes it silly. I enjoyed part 1, though. I'm curious to see where it's going to go next. I'm enjoying the story thus far. I really am liking Davidson's performance. And like I said, that one line is one of my favorite lines I've ever heard him do. I just love the emotion and meaning behind it, and it reminded me so much of Hartnell. Like a young Hartnell right there. I liked it. So that is my thoughts on episode 1, or part 1 of Frontios. I would like to know what you think of part 1. So comment down below and let me know, because I always enjoy hearing from you guys. Other things to do, click the like button, click the subscribe button, click the bell for notifications so you never miss out on another video. If you would like to send me anything, as this DVD was sent to me by one of my subscribers, Robin, I really appreciate you sending me this, Robin. Robin's actually sent me several things, which I do appreciate. My P.O. box is down in the description below if there's anything you would like to send me to look at, review, unbox, etc., etc. I also have an Amazon wish list with a link to that down in the description below. I do update that on a regular basis. I have a Patreon if you would prefer to support me that way. A link to that is in the description below as well. But if not, that's okay too. That is perfectly all right. The important thing is, most importantly, thank you for watching.